Alright, we're doing this voiceover for Heyweard Gaming here. This is Joey Two Fingers on Mad Archer Media. I hope you like this video. Make sure to watch it all the way through to the end. What the fuck was that? Sorry about that. Yeah, we're starting this video off with, like I promised in the last video, more action. And we're actually, this is a railroad. I guess I'll let this motherfucker talk. What a fucking smuck.
The
SRB sent me, you son of a bitch.
Mission proceeding according to plan. Ambush set for railroad targets. Prepared to reclaim any synths they possess. Use the stairs to the elevator's been disabled.
Okay, like I was saying, this is a mission for Desdemona. And this is slightly going against the Institute. It's a mission to where we walked in here and he was like, who the fuck are you? And we were like, we're from the SRB. They sent us to infiltrate, well, not infiltrate you, because that would have gave away the whole thing, but to make sure you're doing your job right. And this guy's X927, and he's not as much of a badass as I think it was Z927 or something like that, the other courser we fought. And this dude's just surrounded by Siths, and he obviously got that fucking stealth boy action going on. And there's just a crap ton of Siths. In the other battle, there was a few Siths to fight too, but not as many in this place. This place was completely taken over by the Institute. It's like they dropped a bunch of Siths down in here, and I think it was originally a railroad stronghold. And that's why she sent me out to find out what was going on, what happened to the guy that was here that was holding it down. And obviously we get here and there's just a crap ton of Siths. And she knew about the courser when she sent us out here, because she said she felt like I was the only one that would be able to get past this guy. Like I was the only believable one that would be, because I've been working with the Institute for so long. And and the reason the video is called Blind Betrayal is not because I'm like a triple agent to where I've been working with the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute and the Railroad. The reason I've been working with all three is because I've been trying to figure out what's the best ending possible before I made my decision on who I wanted to side with. And I didn't look up anything. I heard about the ending of Fallout 4 from another YouTuber, and he just kind of gave away what happens with the Brotherhood ending, and they kind of talked about it was in the trailer. And I mean, Fallout 4 has been out long enough, you guys kind of know. I'm not going to say it in this video, because then why the fuck would you watch a later video from me showing you what's going on when I finalize everything? And that is not a spoiler, that doesn't give away anything. But in this episode, we focus on a couple different people. We don't really focus on the Institute too much in this, because obviously, well, I guess we kind of do focus on the Institute here in the beginning, because we're going through a base that they were holding it down and starting to infiltrate the world and take over, but we came in here and just destroyed all their guys. And it is talked about later in later episodes about this shit right here. But, and I guess he is a beast. Is it just because I'm not shooting him as much, because I'm distracted by everything else that's going on in here with all the other Siths? Or is he just legit whooping my ass? I'm always out of freaking stim packs. Like, you see me, and I always say this is a completely drug-free playthrough. I didn't take any buff outs, I didn't take anything. I just used the stats that were given to me, the perks that were given to me as I leveled up. That's how I played these games. Skyrim, I didn't use any special potions or well, I used scrolls because that's how you get magic. But I didn't use any special potions. I literally had a barrel of potions, and I didn't use bow and arrow. I wasn't a bow and arrow guy. I was actually a battle mage. I was high elf, and I took on all the factions. I became the leader of everything because Skyrim was sweet, but I still ended at level 40. And what's crazy is I did a lot. And I took over the College of Winterhold, and I took over the Assassin's Guild, and I took over the Thieves Guild, And I think you could become a Jarl, but I'm not 100% sure. If you could, I did it. But I ended at level 40, and if you can grind to level 80, there is actually a crazy knight that comes and tries to fight you. And I got the most exciting news. Like, it wasn't really told to me. It was just kind of a thought that popped up in my head. But Bethesda is giving out the new Skyrim game for those people on PC. Now, I don't really know if my PC is going to be able to handle Skyrim because it's an older laptop that I'm using until I can get a newer one. But like I said, it's something for now. If I can, I could just go on there and buy the DLC for Skyrim because I already have it on Steam, and then get the copy for free, the newest one. Now, if I can't do that, I'm going to have to go out and spend $60 freaking or get it on GameFly and wait forever for it. But I want to play some freaking Skyrim, even if I don't put any Skyrim videos out. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to see Skyrim videos or not. I've put these Fallout videos up. A few people watch it, which is awesome. I'll take as many views as I can get. I'll take as many likes as I can get. As long as you guys are watching and enjoying and hitting that like button. I know you're liking my stuff. I know you're liking my videos. Maybe you're liking what I'm saying to you. Like I said, you never have to comment. I understand. Like, I don't comment on videos. I always say that. I do not comment on any YouTuber's video. I think about comments to say, but I've just never commented on them. And I'll hit their like button. Like, I'll support them that way. I'll hit the freaking like button. And on Twitter, people are always got those fucking DMs that are like, follow me on Twitch or like me on YouTube. And I'm like, sweet, but could you like me? Like, I'd message everybody that messages me back personally. I don't have a DM set up, an instant DM. Maybe if I had 1 million followers on Twitter, I would eventually have to get one because Twitter would not let you. Obviously, I mean, they would, but it couldn't. Even if you hired a team, you couldn't get to every single message from people. And a lot of those messages are just spam messages anyways that are just. And I mean, like I said, I try to support other people. Everybody that subscribes to me, I subscribe to them on YouTube. And now that doesn't show through Matt Archer Media. I'm not the guy on Matt Archer Media. I mean, I upload to it, but Mark, it's his channel. So I don't go on there and subscribe to a bunch of YouTube channels that I watch. I'd use my own personal channel for that. And people that watch that may not see that I've subscribed to them, so they'll unsubscribe from us, which is cool. I mean, YouTube is all about gaining and losing subscribers, right? It's all about entertaining the people that watch. I mean, it would be fucking phenomenal to be able to entertain a vast amount of people and move up to the top of YouTube and be up there at VidCon and be able to talk to all the fans or interact with all the people that watch us and just be able to do all that, because I'm a fan of a lot of YouTubers and it would be sweet to just go see them. But I'm not just gonna show up to VidCon and be like, hey dude, we should, man. I'm sitting here trying to do my own thing. I'll do that later when I got money for it. But yeah, it would be awesome to be able to do that and just but I'm just gonna keep grinding it out. I eventually want to try to get into like movie making of some sort, like maybe amateur movie making. I have a lot of different ideas, a lot of crazy ideas. I mean, if you guys want to hear those ideas in obviously a completely separate video, I'd probably just film myself talking again. And I noticed you guys watch those ones, the E3 videos and stuff. Do you like those more to where I'm on camera? Or do you like the gaming stuff to where I'm just doing a voiceover? Like I said, I'm going to do both when I'm doing the PC, but that's not going to be like games like Fallout or anything like that until I get a better PC. And then I can bring you Skyrim and crap like that with the video. But for now, we're doing the gaming with the voiceover. Do you like both? Do you want me to just keep uploading both? You can hit like on this video. You can comment if you like. You never have to. But if I get enough likes, I'll know that you want me to do both. If I don't get any likes, I know you don't care. You know, I guess it's hard to not comment to that, like which one you want. But I guess I'll just keep doing my thing on here, and hopefully you guys will watch, and hopefully you guys will like it. Now back to this epic battle with all these freaking Siths. Now we've already went through the Courser, and we keep traveling through, and I love these kill animations, especially on the Siths. Like, I feel like this is T2, and I'm Arnie, and I'm just walking through the freaking lab, and I'm just taking down Terminators everywhere. And that's kind of basically you are Arnold Schwarzenegger, because you can travel back and forth between the Institute and the regular world, which is pretty much like traveling to Skynet and the Apocalypse, or I guess the past, maybe. It would be sweet if they would have. I mean, unfortunately, Nuka-Cola World is the final DLC that is coming out. I don't really know what it is. It looks like a big amusement parks. It's supposed to have a lot of quest. It might have some new followers, but who is it going to revolve around? Is it going to add someone completely new? Far Harbor added something completely new. New quest, new story. Like, there was like a funny little quest to where you can go and kill like the red light thing, and it just ended up being like a freaking gecko or whatever the hell it was, and it was just standing there with red eyes, and you just shoot it once and it's dead, and you just make up this elaborate story. Or you can come back and just completely slander the girl, because everybody spends their whole life trying to hunt this thing down, but everybody's too afraid to go through the fog because there's this monster with red glowing eyes, and you get out there and it's so underwhelming. But the story build-up is great, and it does follow the Valentine stuff, which is kind of, in my mind, it's an extension on the Eddie Winter, because you're looking for a woman. Now, I don't know if maybe your wife's memory got downloaded. Now, I haven't watched anything of the future DLCs. Like I said, I want to play them. I don't want to watch anything on them. I've heard people talk about them, but not really, just kind of side quests. I've never watched a video for the main quest, so this is all just speculation from me. I mean, not knowing, call me ignorant, I guess, because I could just go on YouTube and watch a bunch of people play it, but I'd rather play it myself, and unfortunately I can't do that yet. But when we can, let me tell you what, I'll be playing that shit, right? And there's just a bunch of crap in this place. Like, what the fuck happened here? Like, I just kick I don't even know what the hell that thing is. I just kick like this piece of wall, it looks like, just a big chunk of the floor into the safe. I still get the safe. It's expert difficulty level. Let me get it on like the second try. We didn't even cut that out, right? It didn't take fucking, we didn't start with 99 plus bobby pins and end with 76. Hell no. And like I said in the last video, packs of cigarettes everywhere, and I kind of do in Fallout 4, and that's what I showed in my Krebs video, what I did in Skyrim. I just kind of keep everything organized, and I kind of call it my drug-free playthrough, to where I don't take any drugs, I don't take any enhancements or anything in the game. As for Skyrim, I didn't do any of that crap. I saved all my potions because I was a healer, I was a battle mage, I was a high elf that was one-handed, two-handed, spellmaster. Well, he wasn't really a spellmaster because I kind of ended the game at level 40 on the Xbox 360, and then I played it again on the PC on Steam, which is sweet about the PC version. And now that I have a computer, a laptop, it's older, so I don't know if I'll be able to play Skyrim, the new one, but if I can, if I just buy the DLC, they'll actually give you the game for free. The newest one that's coming out with all the enhancements and stuff. And now I have played Skyrim with a crap ton of mods. My Facebook banner for probably 2-3 years was Skyrim running 100 mods at once, and it was literally just my guy looking beefy as hell, standing there in dragonbone armor, just staring off into the river, and the river had the shadow effects of an actual river, and it looked ultra realistic, and it looked like a dude was just standing there looking at the river, but it was a video game, and people were just, and that was back in 2000. I'm sorry, that wasn't the beginning of Oblivion, that was the Skyrim DLC. Like, a dude walked up to you and started the quest. It was actually a glitch out that you can do and get over into the other part of the world in Skyrim that wasn't open yet for the DLC, and people were walking through the wood. Obviously it glitched out completely, but people were walking through and seeing the landscape and seeing everything built up. Now, what would be sweet is if Oblivion did that same thing, and they just kind of put it in a part to where you didn't really have to ride a boat. Like, it would be sweet if they kind of incorporated both games together once you downloaded the mod, and an Oblivion gate opened in Skyrim. And maybe a couple Oblivion monsters come out and you fight them, and then an Oblivion hero comes out and you have to, or he gets killed, and you have to find out what the hell's going on. And you go through, and it's kind of like an Ash versus Evil, and you drop down and everybody's surrounding you because they think you just came out of this fucking Oblivion gate and you're an evil guy. And maybe at that point you can kind of recreate your character, or kind of just take the same character. I would love to start from the level I'm at that point in the game and go over and start a whole new quest with high level monsters, kind of like how Skyrim does, to where if you go in a cave at level 40 and come back to that cave at level 45, those monsters are still going to be level 40. So that would be sweet if you go into an Oblivion and it starts up your game from where you left off in your Skyrim save, to where if you're level 40, you can go in and all the enemies would be level 40 or higher. Yeah, and that would be awesome. Like, completely new enemies, completely, like, I would love to go through the Oblivion gates in a Skyrim engine with my character. Oh, that would be amazing, because you can dual wield in Skyrim. You can just the mechanics and everything. And I guess I'm more of a Skyrim fan than I am a Fallout fan. And I know I'm playing Fallout right now. I love Fallout. Played Fallout 3, played Fallout New Vegas. I told my Fallout 3 story before, how it got spoiled for me. And then I played the hell out of New Vegas, and I played the fuck out of Fallout 4. I mean, I've beaten the game, but look how many videos I've come out with before I've beaten the game. And I know I've beaten the game probably about 4 months ago, maybe. It's been a little while. I've been building this series up for a little bit. But that's still, I mean, the game came out in November. That's still like a long, long time. And that's a lot of hours played. If I probably looked at it, it's probably a good 100, 110, maybe 120 hours. I know I haven't put as many hours in this as I had Skyrim. I put like 200 on the 360, and then I think I put another 150 on the PC. I didn't play for the PS3. I did not play for the I had a PS3 at one point in time, but I did not, with all the problems that Fallout had and Skyrim had on the PS3, and they couldn't get it working. I was kind of skeptical for Fallout 4 on the PS4, because when it came out, it was like, oh, because I had forgotten about the problems that the PS3 had with Fallout 3 and Skyrim, and I just completely oblivious to it, just completely downloaded on the first day. I actually think I woke up. Yeah, I worked, at this point in time, I was working at 3 in the morning, so I had to leave my house at 2 a.m. Now, I'm making this video at 2 a.m. because I've switched my shift since then, and I work at 11, well, a.m. Yeah, so I work at 11 a.m., but I was working at 3 a.m. So I actually woke up at like 12:30, the game had downloaded, played it, pumped out a video, put it up. I was so excited for it. It was such a different, Fallout is such a different experience. It has such beautiful landscape because it's a bunch of buildings and everything, and this is awesome right here. There's a legendary glowing one. I see him, and I'm in the water, and I'm like, shit, I can't shoot him while I'm in the water, and I'm not going to stand on that platform and go kill him. So I just come up here, and I try to find him again, and I just freaking whip out my fucking sniper rifle, and spoiler alert, but I'm about to whip out my fucking sniper rifle if he can get out of the damn water. Get the hell out of the water, boy. Get the hell out of the water. What the hell you doing? And yeah, right here. Fucking, we start with the shotgun, and I'm like, crap. And maybe we do hit him with the shotgun. Maybe we don't bring out the sniper. Maybe we don't need to bring out the sniper. Hell. Hell. Oh, he mutated. Did you guys see that? What happened there? His complete bar. If you're a legendary anything in this game, doesn't matter if you're a ghoul, if you're a human, if you're a super mutant, if you're a legendary, their health is halfway down, and it only happens once, but they can mutate. And once they mutate, it completely maxes out their health, and I think it gives them a defense boost or an attack boost. Now he's running from us because he's dying. And right here, we realize we can't shoot him with the shotgun anymore. There we go. We do pull out the damn sniper rifle. I wasn't wrong. Look at that. It's a laser sniper rifle. Oh shit, are we gonna get him? And you can actually hold, it shows it right there, the L3 button, which is one of the analog sticks, and you can breathe in like Call of Duty style, like And the reason I say Call of Duty style is because Bethesda actually acquired someone that was working on Call of Duty and Destiny shooting wise, and that's why Fallout's new mechanics for shooting in Fallout 4 is so much better than Fallout 3. Bats is better, just this right here is better. And it was incorporated, it was shown that they had brought that guy from another team over, and they really put some time into this game, because Fallout 3 came out in 2009, and then Skyrim came out in 2011, and from 2011 till 2015 they had nothing. But they were working on Fallout, so they worked on it for like 4 years. And now people are saying that Skyrim 6, whatever you want to call it, Elder Scrolls 6, we'll just say, but that's this big next game. Now there's 2 games coming out prior to Skyrim, which is going to push that back. I keep calling it Skyrim, but it's Elder Scrolls 6. It's going to push it back a little bit further, and people are speculating as late as 2030 based off Bethesda's timelines. And I feel like with Bethesda's new acquiration of the new studio, and even though the new studio is going to handle mobile games, it's going to handle mobile games, I feel like, plus. Like, they've made so much money off of Skyrim, they made so much money off of Fallout, they're making so much money off of ESO. Like, Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda Studios, they've become a big, I guess I'll let, that was Mel talk. Don't let me interrupt.
Ticonderoga was wiped out by coursers.
Is that all the fuck you had to say?
No survivors.
They got high-rise too, Des.
Oh, this motherfucker wants to talk, Neil.
Damn it, that's not the news I wanted to hear. Now we're in a race. Can we free the synths before the Institute wipes us out?
We've survived this far. We'll make it to the end.
Here's hoping. With Tycon down, we're short-handed. If you could spare time from your primary mission, the others could probably use some help.
Okay. You done talking to me now? No, he has something to say. Shit's getting real. Real fast. Operation Ticonderoga. I don't even know what the hell that I just fucking shredded that. It went so fast I didn't even know what the hell it said. And now we're coming up here and we're showing off a fully built Liberty Prime. And a little bit of mechanics of it.
With your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Dr. Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime.
Love that, the animation where there's actually someone down there working on the feet of Liberty Prime right now.
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely. Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
And those of you who actually follow me on Twitter would have noticed that wardrobe change right there. And there was actually a special video I put out just for Twitter of like a sped up a wardrobe change. Like it was like a 30, 40-second video. If you follow me at Heyweard, you can go check it out.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test.
Motherfucking Optimus Prime.
Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime. Full system.
That would be the ultimate death battle. Liberty Prime versus Optimus Prime. Now, Optimus Prime does become a beast with his legendary sword, and he gets real strong. But Liberty Prime is just full of unlimited nukes. I mean, you've seen that base I infiltrated in the last video and picked up all those nukes. I don't know where the fuck Liberty Prime is storing them, but he just pulls it out of his ass.
Running on external power only. Core restart. Recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders. Compromised.
And I love the people up there on like the rafters actually physically working on Liberty Prime. It's not just a robot standing there. It's like an actual, like a project. Like I built that. Like that's a fucking accomplishment, bro.
Looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Now we're coming up on a crazy part of the video.
Damn. I didn't get anything for you.
Oh, sure you did. It's that
Always
big metal
sarcastic.
machine standing over there. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Always with the
I'll hightail it
sarcasm.
up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Right here. This is actually, and like I said, if you're on Twitter, you would have seen
Is there anything
the
you need to
picture,
tell me, Knight?
the little promo I sent out for Blind Betrayal.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully convenient. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy. Knight.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
I love how Deacon's just creeping in the back with a Sith uniform on and no one says shit about it.
Dance may have a stick up his backside, but he's our pal.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an
I love that fucking jacket.
But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of
That
our
whole outfit is fucking epic for Elder Maxson.
He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
I feel like he's a little overdressed, but if you think about it,
Attention.
a nuclear winter,
Squad,
the wasteland would be cold as hell.
Squad to the
He's up in the air, so would he be, the atmosphere would even be colder. So that's why all these epic jackets.
Sorry about this.
You never see anybody sweat. Like a sweat mechanic in a Bethesda game would be a game changer.
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Dance under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
This is where we find out it's really real.
Onto your orders, then.
If you've been listening, Dance is a Sith, and we're sent to kill him.
As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
Well, it's actually left up to us.
Crap about Dance being a Sith.
I mean, this is a Bethesda game after all. You can kill and keep alive whoever you like, but you might piss off the wrong person and they might come after you.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Halen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
I love the cats in this game. They just fucking sit there and meow.
Knight, if you'd accompany me...
Some of them move around a little bit, but that one just literally sits there and meows.
I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
And she has come a long way, and that really shows you how much detail Fallout puts in their games, because she started out in the police station. Like, we walked in, we talked to her, she was a side quest giver, we did stuff for her, we built up rep with the Brotherhood, we built up rep with those characters. If you watched my videos, you would have seen that she would, and if you follow them, the location videos, when we went to the police station, she was one of the people that I was talking to. There was 2 people in there that'll give you quest. And it just shows how much with the main story that Bethesda put into everything, the building of the, like, she went up rank. She didn't just stand in the same area to where she was not part of the story ever again. Like, she's Dance's best friend. Everybody in the Brotherhood is a unit. And that's what makes this decision so hard. And you'll see here in the next scene how hard, like, I edited a little bit, I cut it down some. I don't really want to talk anymore about it. Let's watch her talk to us, I guess.
I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dan's had me identify a fallback point if we
I don't know why Deacon didn't like that, because I told her I'll hear him out.
Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful.
Never noticed that before. Half her face is red, and the other half is white. I don't know if that's a color distortion right now, because I do not remember. Now her whole face is red. That's fucking wicked. Like, I do not remember her face being. And why the hell are you bringing out the fucking the Ripper, man? What the hell? These are laser turrets shooting at you, and you bring the Ripper out. Like, what's up, bro? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna come up there. Don't make me come up there. Don't make me come up there and shoot. I'm gonna rip you off. I'm gonna rip you in half, laser turret. You know, fucking shooting it anyways. Now, if you notice from one of the past location videos, and until this next scene actually happened, and I mean with editing magic, I was able to see into the future and see where this video was taking us. And I thought this was from a different video. Like, this is actually legitly a completely different location that I actually cleared out that he sets up shop in. And I thought that was fucking sweet. Like, they recycle different areas. They do that for Far Harbor also with the Children of Adam guy that recycles one of the warehouses randomly in the wasteland and takes over, and you go, spoiler alert, you go to fight him, and the Mechanist, where actually the Children of Adam was Far Harbor and the Mechanist was whatever the Mechanist DLC was. I don't fucking remember. I didn't play any of them yet. Come on, Deacon. Come on, boy. Get on the elevator. And I will tell you, riding an elevator, and that scene right there, I put that in there for Mark. Because Mark has made comments before about how he hates seeing these Let's Plays, and no one picks up the goddamn loot. And now that wasn't that creepy. But yeah, that was for you, Mark. Picking up the loot, baby. When Vincent spawns into the elevator, and he's got like, is it Vincent? No, that's from Final Fantasy VII. Is it from the Eddie Winter? Either way, I can't remember his fucking name. What the hell? We got to look this shit up. God damn it. Gotta look that shit up. Pretty sure it's Vincent Valentine. I think that's why I keep calling him. His last name's Valentine. That's fucking for sure. Nick Valentine. Why the fuck did I think his name was Vincent? Jesus Christ. Jesus. How the fuck did you forget you did a whole fucking story arc with this guy, Nick Valentine? Whatever. Anyways, fucking Nick Valentine. Now I can't even remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh yeah, when Nick Valentine gets on the elevator with you, I gotta hurry this up. When Nick Valentine gets on the elevator with you, if you've already spawned in, he spawns in looking creepy as fuck. Try it out. Get on the elevator with Nick Valentine as your follower, and make sure he's not there yet, and just ride the elevator down, and just be kind of looking off to the side, and then turn, and he'll be looking at you like, with his glowing eyes, and freak you out. Now we'll get into, this is the whole point of the video, right here.
This is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I can't tell if that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way?
And even though it seemed like the decision was made very fast for this to happen, let me tell you what, I sat there for literally 5 minutes trying to decide whether I was going to kill him, make him kill himself, or just go away. Like right there, I tried to ask him if there's any other options, and this scene right here, when I was looking in editing, literally just, it was a stare down to where, and you actually can tell, like, I'll be quiet for a second.
Come on, Knight. Say what you have to say.
He says something right there. And the reason he says something right there, and I think he actually says something twice to me because it took so long for me to decide whether I was going to kill him or not, because you never want to lose a follower. You never want to lose a follower of this degree. Like, Dance was so dedicated that when he found out he was a Sith, he ran because his fight or flight kicked in. And now he's ready to die for the cause. Like, he is ready to die for the Brotherhood, and he appoints me. This is like passing the torch, like, kill me, brother.
I've never been prouder of you than I am.
If this was a WWE wrestling match, this would be Ric Flair, and I would be Shawn Michaels. Fucking epic. Oh my god. Now, even though you never want to kill a fellow follower, doing it that way, and there goes his... It's coming up. I do take his dog tags because I take dog tags whenever I kill a Brotherhood of Steel member. Just a little collection I got. And we do show his Sith component, and every Sith has a Sith component. Now, it would have been cool if they'd have had a quest for you to find out what happened to the real Dance and kind of get him as a follower, because we did lose a follower and then we don't get a follower. But I'm going to let motherfucking Elder Maxon ride us out for the rest of this video. Make sure you hit that like button if you want to see more. Make sure you subscribe to us here at Mad Archer Media. Peace.
Have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
Do you want his holotags as proof?
That won't be necessary. Perhaps you should keep them as a reminder of your lapse in vigilance. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.